I'm not gonna stand for that. But I do want you to speak and take accountability for some of the things that have happened, and I'm gonna let you have the floor from now on. Go ahead.
So I feel like with the whole N-word situation, you feel me? Like, I feel like I've been very misunderstood about that situation.
Okay.
When I was put in that platform, in that situation, I felt like I was being attacked by everybody and anybody. I just came in and I just got socked. You feel me?
Socked by who?
Boom. She knows that.
I'm just confused, bitch. Like, I just beat you the fuck up. What, you don't get enough?
Meatball knows that.
Yeah, run it.
Wait.
You.
Run it.
So what up? What the fuck is good, bitch? What's good? What's good? What's good? Nah, ain't no...
We partner up and smash things together, like, you know, like, just kind of, you know, let out your...
Ain't nothing to talk about none of I don't with you.
No, yo. Back up. You already owe me. Nunu came in here way too comfortable. What's up, baddies? Like, stop. None of that. Smack.
Hi to everybody. Like,
why you didn't have this energy on the bus yesterday with me though?
I was sick yesterday. Today's a new day. I was sick yesterday. I think everyone knew that. Hey, are you feeling better? Okay.
I need my book back.
Yeah, it was that crack. Go get medical, bitch.
The crack?
Yeah, that was that
Your
crack.
mama. No, you're a hater. You're mad I'm rich. You're mad I'm pretty. You're mad your nigga wanna fuck me. You're mad.
You was tripping yesterday.
No, you was tripping yesterday. I get it. I get it. I get it.
You couldn't win?
I get it.
You couldn't win, bro? You couldn't win, bro?
You got it.
You got it.
You been having that same fucking backpack since Batty's fucking goddamn.
I love it. I got 3 of them, and I love it. First endorsement.
Natalie Peoples got their endorsement. They never heard of you though. Backpack boys never heard of this bitch. She be lying her ass off.
Get my stuff! Get my shit! Off me! Fucking touching me, get off me! Stuff. You ain't gonna get it. Get my stuff! Leave my stuff alone! The fuck off me! Get my stuff! Get my shit! Off me! Fucking touching me, get off me! You ain't gonna get it.
Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, we'll title this lesson right here, These Demonic Reality TV Shows Are Affecting the Youth. Okay. Before the madness you see right here on the screen, you just seen a compilation of some raunchy reality TV show that's very similar to what you're seeing on the screen, where the new thing is they put a bunch of Negro, Latino, Native American women, Israelite women, they put them in a house, okay, and they cause all sorts of conflict between them, and then they have the women fight on camera, that's how a lot of these reality TV shows are being marketed to the public. Conflict, all right, conflict, strife, and violence, and you got people that feed into that and that shape their life based off of what they see with these reality TV shows. Okay, so that was the first clip, and in the second clip, what did you see? It was a little girl that was beating up her grandmother. Okay, and basically the the caption of that video said that that little girl was influenced by, you know, watching reality TV shows like this, you know. That's how she got that influence, to where a violent spirit jumped up on her to beat her own grandmother up. Okay. So that's why I titled this lesson, These Demonic Reality TV Shows Are Affecting the Youth, because they are. And that's what these TV shows were directed towards. It's always been directed towards the youth. You see? You think back to those TV shows like Jersey Shore, the OC, right? Flavor of Love, right? All of these reality TV shows, okay, a lot of people grew up watching that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people grew up watching that shit, and, you know, it kind of shaped people's personality, right? And then you wonder why a lot of these people out here are, you know, they're combative. You know, they're always getting mixed up in drama, especially the women, obviously. But the women are always getting mixed up in drama and gossiping. And, you know, if that bitch talking shit, I'm pulling up to her house, I'm going to fight her. Well, they learn it from this madness right here. Okay. They learn it from this madness right here. You see, because that's all of these TV shows is about. The conflict is marketed to, you know, the youth. All right. And the youth are taking that in. OK. And they are reflecting that against their parents, against their peers, against their teachers. OK. So the youth, their mind is all scrambled because they sit and watch this bullshit. OK. And a lot of these young Israelite women, especially the so-called black woman, especially her. All right. These young adolescent black women. OK. A lot of them don't have a father in their life. You see, a lot of them are coming up in households with, you know, with single mothers. OK. And their mother is actually turning on these programs for their daughters to watch. You see, because the mother was watching that crazy shit. So then she allows her daughter to watch it with her. All right. And then her daughter grows up to be a goddamn unruly, clamorous slut in the city. All right. Because of what she's been influenced by, what she grew up watching on TV. All right. And Esau, the devil, he did that on purpose. OK, you notice how from the 80s all the way, I'll say, into the 2000s. OK, there were certain programs for our people on television that, you know, yeah, there might have been sitcoms. Yeah, there might have been, you know, certain programs where they weren't 100% correct. Right. But you notice how, like, in the 80s to the 2000s, early 2000s, you know, the television programs were more so about giving a message, right? And basically the people who organized the television programs back in the day, they were very concerned about the state of the youth. All right. And what the youth is receiving. That's why they would put those messages at the end of the program and, you know, try to make a lesson out of the TV show. But now, ever since like 2006, OK, there's been just an explosion of reality TV shows. OK, where it's nothing but drama, envy. OK, and brawling, like what you see here on the screen. OK, and they've used our people to do it. They've used our people to sell this image. All right. So that way they can affect the young ones coming up. OK, so these demonic television shows, man, are a big reason why a lot of these young girls and young men are unruly the way that they are. Okay, because when they get off of school, all right, they go straight home and turn this crazy shit on. All right. And then they be calling their friends, gossiping about it. Oh, did you see her? Oh my God. I know she ain't doing that to her. And that's one thing that draws young women in. Okay, drama. All right, women are like drama is like a magnet for young women, especially the young Israelite woman. You see? And these reality TV shows, they give the perfect amount of drama to keep our people cultivated and, out of control, man. All right. Because I remember coming up and I used to see these reality TV shows. And at one point I was kind of getting into them because, these reality TV shows, man, straight up, they got a demon on them. All right. Now, there might be some brothers that's out here, some sisters that watch this shit. But, just be real mindful watching this shit. Make sure you don't get influenced by this shit, man, because there is a demon on these reality TV shows, man. It was a couple times I had to catch myself and stop watching it. It's a lot of cliffhangers, a lot of mysterious shit that keeps you engaged. And I gotta see the next episode. Let me see what that bitch said to her. Ooh, so people get sucked into that shit, man. Okay, not knowing that it's actually a spell, not knowing that this shit is an enchantment. Okay, you had that this guy named Aaron the plumber. He's starting to garner some attention on the internet. Okay, and he's a reprobate buffoon. All right, that's making a fool out of himself on the internet like every other goofy nigga that's trying to get on. But he was on a reality TV show and he was talking about how that Zeus Network. You could look this up, man. It's on YouTube. All right, you put in Aaron the plumber, Zeus Network, witchcraft. But basically, he was saying how he was on that television show and he was noticing how all of the producers and all of the actors, they're all participating in witchcraft. You see? He said that a lot of the people who are on the who organize the television show, they're putting hits out on people to kill them. And, it's just a bunch of satanic shit going on, man. It's a lot of satanic shit going on within these reality TV shows. All right. And Esau is putting money behind it, endorsing it, because it's keeping our people in a delusional state. All right. It's the perfect enchantment to draw people in and to, put a demon on them to where they act like this in public, man. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some scriptures and then we'll close it out. OK, because I had to make a video on this, when I seen that young girl beating up her grandmother. All right. So first, we're going to get a scripture on that because, that little girl beating up her grandmother like that's wicked. OK, you don't raise your hand at your elders. OK, your mother, your father, your grandmother. All right. You don't do that. OK, that's evil. All right. But where is she learning that shit from? She's learning it from these television shows. These television shows are telling young girls like that to don't give a fuck. Fuck authority. Can't nobody tell you what to do. So then they go home to their parents. Right. And their parents is sitting there trying to tell them what to do, like a parent is supposed to. And then the child throws a fit and, resorts to violence against their own parents. You see? And she's watching this type of madness right here, man. This is what she's watching. They'd be like 14, 15 years old watching this shit, coming home faithfully watching this shit, man. All right. I know, because I know young girls that are doing this, man, watching this shit. All right. And this ain't teaching nothing. This ain't teaching our women to be nothing but whores and sluts and, resort to violence if something frustrates you. You know what I mean? Be a masculine tank that don't take no bullshit from nobody. And that's not the right spirit a woman is supposed to be in. Okay, she's supposed to be feminine and cooperative. This ain't feminine and cooperative. These is fucking monkeys, man. All right? These is monkeys. And they putting this shit on the television, right? And it's influencing the rest of our young women to act and behave this way. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the scripture. This is Ephesians 6:2. It says, honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. Yeah, and that goes for your grandparents too, because your grandparents technically are, your father and your mother. All right, because they're the ones that's responsible for giving your parents life, and your parents conceived you. So, you got to give them honor and respect as well, your grandparents. All right, especially when they get older. Okay, but these young kids, they don't know anything about that, man. They don't know anything about honor. They don't know anything about, being commendable to their parents. Okay, because a young girl like that put her hands on her grandmother, obviously her grandmother is up in age. She should be more so in the mentality of, okay, my grandmother's older. All right, I'm still in my youth. I got to help my grandmother. I got to make sure she's okay. All right. But when she's watching crazy shit like this on a day-to-day basis, okay, all this shit teaches her is if somebody tell you what to do, fuck that shit. You ain't got to listen to nobody, because that's how these women act on these television shows, man. All right. I'm pretty sure a lot of these women that's on these reality television shows acting a goddamn fool, I'm pretty sure a lot of them have shaky relationships with their parents, because they're these type of women are rebellious and they're what the scriptures say, clamorous, right? And they have no restraint, you see? And this shit is affecting the youth so bad to where the youth is, directing that frustrated energy, right, to their own parents, man. Okay. And that's against the scripture. All right. That's against the scripture. Okay. My bad. I messed up. Hang on. Accidentally closed this one out. Okay. Let's go back to this. Ephesians 6:2. It says, honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee and thou mayest live long on the earth. Yeah, these young kids, they don't know nothing about that, man. All right. They cussing out their parents. They telling their parents to shut up. All right. When the Dr. Phil show was popular, okay, go back and watch the Dr. Phil show, man. Dr. Phil, he used to bring on so many young kids that were just, they were just, what's the word, man? Out of control. All right. They were out of control. Okay. And a lot of those kids, all right, were directing that energy to their parents. That's why they were on the Dr. Phil show. And them kids, they were bad as hell, man. They was cussing out their parents on the show. Shut up, mom. You're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Wicked, man. I had a homeboy coming up, I remember he used to get mad at his mother, and he used to put his hands on his mother. He used to beat his mother up when he would get angry. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, a lot of these visual influences, that are coming off the television screen, this shit is doing, you know, the perfect job on keeping our people degenerate, and you know, it's targeting the youth to you know, make sure that they grow up with no real moral code. Okay, no real moral code, because these kids, they don't respect their parents no more, man. All right, a lot of these kids, they favorite celebrity is one of these goddamn Jezebel demons on this show. All right, and people be all into these shows, man. I don't get it. I be seeing people on the internet like gossiping about this shit, like you know, like it's something important. People know all the names and the locations, you know, and it ain't nothing but demonic folly, man. That's all it's ever been. You see, an enchantment. Okay, let's get Hosea 4:14. Okay, it says, "I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom." All right, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. All right, and that's where our women are. Okay, from the youngest to the oldest, man, they're all harlots. You know, they're all you know, living their life with no restraint, that independent mentality. Okay, these young girls are, you know, they're developing that independent mentality even sooner now, man. Okay, back then it used to be, you know, a woman wasn't trying to be on that shit until she was like early 20s. Now you got 13 and 14-year-old girls with long ass nails and weaves, you know what I mean, walking around with bonnets, pajama pants and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what I see, and it's only coming from the Israelite woman, man. No other woman do I see with that appearance, okay, but the Israelite woman. All right. Okay, her diet is just all the way fucking terrible. She wake up in the morning and eat a bag of what they call them Takis, them hot chips. You know what I mean? And then when she do eat a meal, she eat like a fucking truck driver, a chili dog, chili cheese fries and shit. Okay, they learned this shit from the serpent, man. All right, they learned this shit from the serpent. This was a part of Eve's deal with the serpent, to where she could, you know, get her independence. All right, she could get her independence and ultimately destroy herself and make a public fool of herself. Okay, so these women have been, you know, numbered amongst the whores and the harlots, man. Okay, and now it's at the point to where they have no shame in it. You know, this little reality TV show, this is a sign of no shame. Okay, look at the black woman, man. Look at this. This is sick. And look at them behind the girls fighting. They all lined up like it's all good. Like this is normal. You know, this is sick. You don't see the Asian woman doing this. There's no reality TV show where the white woman is doing this. And the white woman's a cave woman, man. Okay, the Edomite woman, all right, is a goddamn cave dweller. And they don't even behave like this, man. But look at the black woman, okay, fighting, spitting, cussing, you know. Completely finished, man. Let's finish this off. It says, therefore, the people that doth not understand shall fall. Okay. Now let's get Isaiah 1:5. Okay. This is Isaiah 1:5. It says, why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Now, what does it mean when the Lord is saying that our nation, all right, in regards to our nation, the whole head is sick? meaning that from the top to the bottom, from the oldest to the youngest, everybody's been corrupted at this point, man. All right, because everybody has been bombarded with enchantment after enchantment after enchantment after enchantment, man. Okay, and Hollywood is a big blame for this shit. Okay, people don't even know that these TV shows, the music, all right, and the movies and all this shit, people don't even know that the directors, the producers that are behind those things, okay, are summoning demons, real demons and witchcraft. Okay, they're doing that behind the scenes. Okay, and they're commanding those demons to make whatever music, reality TV show, or whatever they want to push. They're commanding those demons to pretty much help push the narrative and make whatever they're trying to sell to be marketable and influential. Okay, so you got real demons that are helping the devil entice young men and young women, okay, to get wrapped up in this reality TV show nonsense, crazy shit. All right. The demons are actually on these shows. Okay. When these little reality TV shows, all right, these are like portals, and it's so engaging because the name itself, reality TV, right? So it's something that people can easily relate to when they watch it. It's not the way they frame it, even though a lot of the reality TV show shit is scripted, but the way they frame it, they do a good job on making it look like it's not scripted, making it look like it's normal, right? This is normal day-to-day life. Cameras following people around, nigga wake up, go to the bathroom, brush his teeth, they show what his day in the life is like. And people get enticed by that shit, and then they start thinking that, oh yeah, I want that life too, or oh, that was funny, not even knowing that those images are being locked into their subconscious. And then next thing you know, the same person that's obsessed with these reality TV shows, they go out to the real world and mimic the bullshit. You see? And the youth, they're getting fucked up by it real bad, man. Okay, because the youth are real impressionable. There's no real mentors and leaders of our people right now, okay, besides the prophets, the men of the Lord, the men who serve Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. But our people, they don't want to listen to the prophets, right? But at least back in the day, they used to have mentor programs. They used to have programs for the youth to where they, stop gun violence, stop gang violence, keep the kids off the street, a collective of adults who are trying to be mindful on what the youth receives. You don't see that type of stuff no more, man. You don't see them type of programs no more. You don't see that, you don't see that. And that's because everybody has became a demon at this point, man. Everybody is now at this point trapped in their own tailor-made demonic fantasy. Okay, because reality TV shows in general, all right, have a negative effect on the youth. Okay, and it don't even have to be as extreme as something like this, man. All right, it's all different types of reality TV shows. They got reality TV shows about gays. They got reality TV shows about party animal. Remember that reality TV show, man? They had it was Teen Mom. That shit was ridiculous, man. I remember that shit. That shit was on MTV. That shit was ridiculous, man. Okay, basically that show was showing young women how to be single mothers, because a lot of them women on that show, Teen Mom, they were all single mothers, man. You know, they were all single mothers. You see? So that's why I said, you know, reality TV is the best way to, you know, draw people in because it's relatable, man. All right. And, you know, because of it, the whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint dealing with the state of our people, man. You know, let's go back. This is verse 6. It says, from the sole of the foot, even unto the head, there is no soundness in it. But wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. Yeah. And when you see an uprise in our communities where the young men and the young women are now targeting their own parents and, you know, you got kids that are putting their parents to death, man, you know, because their parents told them that you can't play that PS5 today. You know, the child, he you know, fucking blows a lid, goes in the kitchen, grabs a knife and stabs his mother to death, man. That's happening, man. Okay. That's happening. All right. And it's based on what these kids is watching, man, what they're receiving. Okay. So, you know, so brothers, you got kids out there, man, you know, be very mindful of the things that they're receiving. Okay. What they're watching on TV, man. Don't just let them watch anything, man. Okay. Because it's cute and it's fun. Even them cartoons, man, watch that shit too, man. All right. Cartoons is a big, you know, that's a big influence, man. You know, them cartoons, man. Okay. Them cartoons be having a whole bunch of subtle messages, man, that be twisting kids' minds up, man. Okay. So our whole nation is full of bruises and sores and wounds. Okay. Because everywhere you look amongst our people, all right, everybody's a delusional Satanist, you know. Nobody seeks after Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai but the remnant in these latter days, man. Okay? Even the kids are defiled now. All right? This is why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai just got to bring the judgment, man. Okay? And our nation needs a restart. Okay? Straight up. Our nation needs a restart. You know, the Lord need to hit the restart button. Okay? It was one thing for the adults to be acting like this. Now the kids is you know, reflecting the same behavior. Yes, it's time for the 2/3 to perish, man. Okay. It says they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Yeah, everybody in our nation is fucked up, man. Based off the enchantments that they watch, the enchantments that they hear. Okay. Everybody's fucked over right now, man. Okay, but this is why Yahushai, okay, we need him to come back. Because the scriptures talk about how the Lord is going to come back with healing in his wings. You see? And then it talks about the daughters of Zion. The Lord is going to wash away the filth. Let's get that real quick. That's the last one. We'll close that. We'll close it out. All right. We'll close it out with this. All right. Because I believe this is in Revelation. Damn, hang on. Give me a second. Okay. No, it's in Isaiah, Salakia, but this is Isaiah 4:4. It says, when the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion. And what is the filth of the daughters of Zion? Well, you know, this type of madness right here, man, this is filth. Okay. This type of behavior. All right. Unprotected sex with strangers. All right. And all manners of different types of evil that the women of our nation are doing, man. OK, the Lord is going to wash that away with the spirit of judgment. OK, the Lord is going to judge the world first. All right. And then these women, OK, that have been twisted up by the traditions of Babylon, a.k.a. America, they're going to come back in the next life. All right. And they're going to be a submissive, feminine, cooperative wife to an Israelite man. OK, and live a happily ever after. All right. So, but the Lord has to wash away this filth first, man. Okay. Because the women of our nation, they've been cultivated by the devil full blown, man. Okay. Let's go back. Where's it at? Isaiah 4:4. It says, when the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. And what do you think it's talking about when it says the spirit of burning? Well, you got World War III and the nuclear missiles, okay, that are eventually going to be set off and you know, they're going to come here to America and cause the land to be desolate. All right. Those nuclear missiles, that's going to be the spirit of burning. All right. And hey, a lot of our women are going to have to get caught up in that flame and get caught up in that judgment. OK, but that's how the Lord is going to purge the blood of our people. All right. The Lord is going to you know, he's going to purge out all of them infirmities. OK, and he's going to get rid of this crazy shit, these crazy narratives that our people have been, you know, they've been influenced with, man. Okay. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kahakwadash. Shalom, shalom.